just realized how incredibly difficult it is to work this camera while I'm trying to drive. I don't want to get into a crash, but I'm on my way back to visit my parents, driving a rental car, and I'm wearing these glasses that I don't normally wear. They're like probably 15 years old and not very stylish now. Banjo's over here too. She doesn't really like riding in a car. She's sad. She's also a little bit sedated because I have to sedate her because she just huffs and puffs all the time mostly. I probably have another like, I don't know, maybe like 10 hours to drive. So it's a long way back. Just taking Banjo for a little walk in this wooded area near where I'm staying in Ohio. It's not too far from Lake Erie, but it's sort of representative of what this entire area would have been in the past. Woodland and a beech, oak, hickory, maple forest, and there's even hemlock here because we're right by this river. But we're pretty much surrounded by residential areas and affluent suburbs and sprawl, and this is a stark contrast from the sprawl that I've been seeing everywhere I go and the crazy destruction of the environment and what used to be pristine land a long time ago. We're not too far from Lake Erie, and it's kind of nice to imagine what this might have been like before the big cut, as they called it, when they cut down all the trees in the 1800s. Pretty much cut down every last tree in the entire Midwest. And then there was another cut, and I think that was in the late 19th century, in the late 1800s. And the forest used to stretch, I think, all the way from like, you know, parts of Illinois. There was sort of a mix of prairie and forest in Illinois, and then I think all the way pretty much to the East Coast was forest. So I'm here in a parking lot around a bunch of big box stores, and this area probably all used to be woods and maybe some farmland. I'm sure it was farmland way long ago, and before that it was all woods, but now it's just parking lot. This is what the place I grew up in has become. I mean, not exactly where I live. Where I lived was suburbs already, but all the surrounding areas that used to be woods and farmland is all this kind of crap now. It's pretty sad. Makes me sad. And I just have to wonder, like, are these stores really necessary? Do we need this much space devoted to these big box stores, like At Home, a Sam's Club, Burlington Coat Factory? Really? But apparently suburban sprawl, overpopulation, increased population, affluence, this is what it makes. It makes more places like this. And all these people, that are raised in this kind of environment, they never get a taste of nature. They never get to experience nature. And so they're not going to miss it because they never had it in the first place. They only had parking lots. It's really interesting, though. You find that you don't ever see like a calendar or a screensaver that's a parking lot or a place like this, because people don't want to see that. They want to see these pristine natural areas. And this is unpleasant to them, even though this seems to be what they want, because this is what gets built, and this has more economic viability than a natural area, so that's why it exists. That's why there's stuff like this being built all over this country, and it's displacing natural areas that have no one to speak for them. Uh-oh. Banjo's gonna get stuck. Sorry. Wow, you are like a little acrobat, aren't you? I'm sorry, I'm pushing all these mallard ducks out. Banjo, I don't think you should go in this water. It's cold and it's gross. I don't know if you can see it, but that's Lake Erie out there. Way out there. We made it to the beach. Oh, and Banjo doesn't care about the beach.